Tea time is a ritual observed by many around the world. Afternoon tea is a real British tradition which began in the 1840s, when Anna, the Duchess of Bedford, felt that the time between her lunch and supper was too far apart. During this gap, she would ask her servant to bring some refreshments like a pot of tea, finger sandwiches, and pastries. In 1841, she invited the Queen Victoria to join her for tea, and from then on, it became like a social occasion. This social occasion became like a routine where friends would invite each other, and it became like a perfect afternoon gathering. Today, afternoon tea is seen as a very fancy treat at many fancy hotels, but I will show you how you can host a tea party at home. Before I begin, I just wanted to share a picture of my parents' wedding tea party. This was taken back in India, and I like how they added their own little Tibetan twist to it. In this picture, you can see everyone's just helping around and socializing. Your afternoon tea isn't complete without finger sandwiches. So first I'm going to start off making a tuna sandwich, and in this case I'll be using 3 cans of tuna, 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise, some black pepper, and some table salt. Mix them all together and let it sit for a while in a bowl. My favorite sandwich has to be the egg sandwich because I love eggs. So I'm gonna be using 3 hard-boiled eggs and cut them into 2 slices, and after that mash them with your fork and just keep making it into smaller pieces. Just like the previous tuna sandwich, I'm gonna be using mayonnaise, salt, and a little bit of pepper. Lastly, I'll be making the classic cucumber sandwich. For that, you'll be needing fresh dill, and then just mix them in a bowl of cream cheese. That's pretty much it. It's really simple. And these are my 3 types of sandwiches that I'll be making today. And make sure there are no crust in your afternoon tea, because that's just gonna ruin your sandwiches. Now I'm gonna start prepping the table. I'm gonna be using a white tablecloth to highlight the color of my cakes, sandwiches, and the pastries that I'll be using today. Now the cake stand has to be the star of the show, so I was able to find this 3-tiered cake stand from a lady who was selling it on an online store, and it was the authentic and the most traditional looking cake stand that I found, and it was the perfect for my afternoon tea. I'm pretty sure you can find these vintage looking cake stands at your local thrift stores or at flea markets. For my teacups, I'll be using different types of color just to make the whole setting very colorful and lively. I'm gonna be assembling my cookies and my pastries on my cake stands. Traditionally, people use scones, but since I don't bake or anything like that, I just went and bought some pastries. I got these cookies as a gift, and this was the perfect time to use it for my guest. I know that there are many rules during afternoon tea, like using scones, starting from the bottom of the cake stand to the top layer of cake stand, but it's totally up to you. Just don't follow the rules and enjoy the occasion. That's the whole point. A beautiful table setting will make your afternoon tea come to life by adding colors. I used Earl Grey tea because it's a fragrant tea and also the most classic tea. My guests are finally here. Well, that's my uncle, my dad, and my mom. And honestly speaking, I was quite nervous. Afternoon tea is the perfect time to host your friends and have your own little tea party at home. I hope in this video I've inspired to create your own tea party at home, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.